Well, we'll see how that helps him. His dietary choice. See how that helps him in this matchup. He's going to have a tough competitor here in Frans Mlambo.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're ready for our second bout of the night. Your first warrior, fighting out of the blue corner. He stands 170 centimeters high. He weighed in at 61.2 kilograms and is 21 years of age. He's fighting out of Baguio City, the Philippines, with a record of 6 wins, 2 losses. Give it up for Stephen Loman. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. He stands 177 centimeters high. He weighed in at 60.5 kilograms. He's 25 years of age, training out of Ireland by way of South Africa. With a record of 2 wins and 1 loss, give it up for Frans, the Black Mamba, Mlambo. Your referee will be Mihail Mihilovic.
Mihail Mihilovic gets us started. Round number 1 of this 3-round affair in the bantamweight division. The crowd looking on here, enjoying themselves as MMA on a very big stage has made its way to Bahrain. Absolutely incredible. The crowd's been fantastic.
Big thing about this fight, there's a shorter opponent and a taller opponent. Whoever takes the center of this fight is more than likely going to win.
If he can establish his reach, Frans Mlambo has a huge advantage on the stand-up.
Again, Steven has that sand shell fight style, so he needs to close the gap, close the distance, because Frans Mlambo, if you stay in his reach, he will box you out.
You definitely have that experience of watching Frans Mlambo work. You see the southpaw stance from Stephen Loman. We'll see if that has any effect on this fight. Has a ton of power in his legs, does Loman.
And so far, it's a nice feeling out period. They're starting off slow, but throwing little punches, and Stephen opens up with a haymaker. Wow.
Just glances the chin of Mlambo. Mlambo answered with a right hand of his own. Big right hand, Frans Mlambo.
Beautiful counter right.
Nasty.
And it's because Steven has opened himself up with the giant haymakers. He has no time to counter. He's heavy-footed. Doesn't have enough time to put himself back in place.
So early in his career, and now he's just getting out of the way.
And again, you see Frans Mlambo has the center of the cage.
How quick was that straight right, Shorty?
That was a ridiculous shot. We'll see if the sand shell is going to help him.
Looking to get that takedown. Good defense. Way to stay upright by Frans Mlambo.
Steven needs to do the dump. If he keeps on circling, he will get Frans down. But Frans playing good defense.
Stephen Loman with the crowd behind him trying to complete the takedown.
He's going to go for the dump again, which he
and
does.
He's going to get it.
Frans immediately trying to get up.
The pressure of Stephen Loman not giving up on the takedown, continued to grind, and he got it.
And that's what Frans definitely doesn't want to be. He doesn't want to be anywhere on his back. It will take away his reach.
We've already seen the power of Frans Mlambo, and I think Stephen Loman felt that and said, I got to get this thing to the ground. I got to neutralize. Smart move by the young Filipino fighter.
You know, Stephen Loman took a good shot, but he recovered well. Now he's pushing the pace. He's putting pressure on Frans, and even in this position, it's hard for Frans to breathe.
Really killing the rhythm of Frans Mlambo is Stephen Loman. The crowd trying to will Stephen Loman to more damage. Trying to get the sweep and not happening.
Trying to get a nice inside trip, but you know, Frans right now is being nice, elusive, and he's being relaxed, and that's the biggest thing he's working on right now. Once he gets tense, he will go down.
Stephen Loman continuing to grind up against the fence. Sneaks in a left hand.
Oh.
And there he goes with another takedown, and the crowd is losing it. Now we're going to find out what Frans Mlambo has on the ground. I know you've seen him fight before. He likes to keep it on the feet. This is not a good place for him.
And these Filipino fans are going crazy right now. So far, Stephen Loman's throwing nice elbows. You know, he's stuck in half guard, but so far, doing nice ground and pound, picking his shots wisely. And so far, Frans is not answering. He's just trying to hold him down so the ref can stand up to fight.
Mihai Milinovic watching very closely. As there we go, he scrambles. Frans Mlambo is back up. Just a stacked 135 bantamweight is Stephen Loman.
Stephen throws a beautiful left hook and lands.
And now Frans Mlambo just picking his shots.
Frans is just waiting for that counter.
Oh, that one cut.
And it dazed him as we saw the little wobble with the leg there.
A little wobble by Frans Mlambo. The quick feet of Stephen Loman.
It was just a foot, but man, that still hurts. Frans needs to keep his hands up and just keep on using his jab to keep Stephen away.
Not really sticking that jab out there. He has such a reach advantage, but he's not willing to use it. Now coming in and hunting is Mlambo.
Right now, this is anyone's round. They've both dazed each other.
Oh! Big shot! He's chasing it. He wants to finish.
Nice little juke move by Stephen Loman. Took another shot. And again, he
took
feels
a
the
heck of a
power.
shot.
And busted up nose now.
I think that nose is donezo. That nose is leaking, took huge damage.
That nose is definitely broken.
Oh, without a doubt.
Look at the curve on the top, the bridge of the nose.
It's got a little.
Stephen Loman, a warrior, wants to come back at it. His nose is still bleeding, but again, he still wants to push forward.
And we know he does have that equalizer in the legs. He hit that big head kick that wobbled Mlambo, so he always has that in his back pocket. We'll see if he tries to use it once again. And he's also got the advantage with the wrestling and the takedowns as we saw from round number one.
Frans needs to open up and start using his jab and could even bust a nose and finish the fight.
Oh, very, very well could stop the fight if he could land a nice flush shot on that nose again.
Stephen Loman's doing a real nice job picking the leg kicks. Again, Frans Mlambo just wants to box, so he's not interested in shin blocking. He just wants to throw his hands and counter.
Frans Mlambo looking for his shots. A little bit more hesitant. But when he attacks, man, you talk about some accurate punching from Frans Mlambo.
And Frans hasn't thrown that many punches, but most of his punches have landed. And they've all been power shots.
Ooh, Stephen Loman throwing the big haymaker.
Beautiful leg kicks.
Once again, here goes Mlambo on the attack. Stephen Loman ducks out of the way. He's done a great job of evading. And here comes the takedown attempt. Can he finish it?
Switching for the double.
Big one. Big takedown by Stephen Loman.
And that is beautiful chain wrestling that you see. If he can't get the dump, he switches the other side and does a blast double, picks him straight up and takes him straight down. The guillotine is not tight right now. It's all the way in, but Frans can't arch. And I believe they're going to check for blood right now because he is just pouring.
Yeah, he is absolutely gushing blood from the nose is Stephen Loman. And, of course, our medical staff will see if he can continue. You know, you hate to see a fight stopped, especially a very competitive fight like this, but you also got to look out for the safety of the fighters. And if that blood's just coming out way too quickly, then that could be a big-time problem.
Either or, this kid's a warrior, and he's pushing the pace. Against the longer fighter, he is definitely trying his best to give it all.
You got to believe that Sheikh Khalid is loving this competitive fight. Now, Khalid has actually done the job before. He's actually competed. He trains and puts in that time at KHK MMA, and he's even willing to get inside that cage and bang if he has to.
Yeah. Awesome thing is they're going to go right back in the position they left off in.
And they're right back to it. Where is the guillotine positioning here after the stop?
Frans Mlambo's trying to connect his hands, but he's not locking his guard right now. He's just extending his opponent's legs to keep him from coming up.
And all he's going to do is wear out his arms by trying to pull on that if it's not really secure and underneath the chin. With that arm in, it's really, really tough to put somebody to sleep and to get a stoppage.
Frans right now is just waiting for the opening to finally sink in the choke and arch. But right now, he's just relaxing. Hopefully, he's not squeezing too hard. Like you said, it's going to tire out his arms.
Really,
and there's going to be his boxing.
No, you're right. It really, really wear out those arms, and that is not a spot you want to be in. And Frans Mlambo really needs to work on trying to get back to his feet. That's where he's been more effective. And if he's going to finish the fight, that's how it's going to be.
Out of the guillotine position, Stephen Loman now trying to land his ground and pound, throwing beautiful elbows, and he's changing, going from hammer fist to hooks to elbows, and he's mixing it up, keeping his head down, and he's just throwing away. And it keeps Frans Mlambo at the defensive.
Just scooting around that mat that is just blood-soaked is Mlambo. What a warrior in Stephen Loman, not giving up.
Right now he transitions to half guard, and it's awesome. Stephen Loman's just throwing his shots, picking them wisely, and we'll see if he's going to transition to a full side mount.
You got to wonder at what point does Mlambo try to get out of here, try to wiggle out and scramble, and here we go. He's going to try, but he might give up a choke.
It's definitely an awkward position, but Stephen tried to take his back right there and landed a nice flush knee to finish the combination.
Well, he almost got in a really, really bad situation, did Frans Mlambo, but he does get to his feet.
Again,
this is where Mlambo has been dominating.
Stephen Loman needs to close the gap again and try to clinch where he's been very successful.
Unintentional low blow. Frans Mlambo will go to his neutral corner.
You know, and again, accidents happen. People move. You intended to hide the leg, but people move, and it runs right into it. But again, all accidental, definitely not on purpose, but it happens in the sport.
Oh, you're absolutely right. And what a fight this has been. In contrast to the last fight where we didn't see a whole lot of engaging, a whole lot of interaction by both fighters. Both these guys are really going after it. They're trying to finish. They're trying to land the big shots. That's what you want to see.
And this is such an exciting fight. These guys are pushing the pace, going back and forth. And seriously, it's not a one-way fight.
No, not at all. Stephen Loman's very much in this fight. We remember seeing the leg power, the big head kick that he landed on Mlambo before. If he can go back to that, that could be a key to victory. Also bringing the fight to the ground. Frans Mlambo, obviously, the counterpunching has been spot on.
You see Frans is keeping his hands up a little higher because he just doesn't know what's going to happen with Stephen. Stephen's moving side to side beautifully right now. Just trying to finish the round and move away.
Big shot. And there goes Loman back on his bicycle, just trying to get away.
What an amazing round.
Very entertaining round. Talk about that nose of Stephen Loman. We got one round left. Sheikh Khalid watching on BraveFights.com. We thank you for joining us on our inaugural event, this international display. 13 different countries being represented, and right now you'll take a look.
Look, he goes for the dump. Mlambo. He doesn't get it. Transition, so a beautiful double, lifts, slams him straight to the ground. Landing nice, beautiful ground and pound, picking his shots. But Frans is trying to push the pace and land his strikes.
Interesting round number two. You got to wonder where the judges are on this one. Frans Mlambo, I think, clearly takes round number one, but round two could be up in the air when you take into account the takedown, the ground and pound. Stephen Loman may have stolen the round in the eyes of some of the judges. So that makes round number three very, very important. Mlambo cannot rest on his laurels. He can't lay back. He's going to have to go out and have a dominant round to ensure that he gets victory.
Yeah, I could definitely see the judges having this 1-1 right now. But Stephen Loman, being a warrior, again, blood can change a fight, and they can stop it at any time. So he needs to push the pace because you never know what's going to happen.
And here we go, two warriors battling under the Brave banner. Third and final round in this bantamweight matchup. Stephen Loman,
Beautiful
the
jab.
Filipino fighter, trying to take on the South African fighter, now fighting out of Dublin, Ireland, Frans Mlambo. Oh, big body kick, and the crowd loves it. There's that right hand by Mlambo. He answers.
Frans is relying too much on his power right hand. He should keep on throwing the jab and see where it goes. And a beautiful takedown.
Explosive takedown by Stephen Loman.
Went for the single. Frans put his head down and defend. Stephen reached up and flipped him over.
This could be big for Stephen Loman. Can Frans Mlambo scramble once again and bring this thing back to the feet?
And it's beautiful. Stephen Loman is showing his Sanshao roots, which I'm a Sanshao fighter. I freaking love this.
Once again, he is smothering right now in half guard, immobilizing Frans Mlambo. We saw Mlambo get out of this situation before, but he left himself open to a choke. Definitely not a mistake you want to make again. You got to be careful. And look at the blood on the body of Frans Mlambo. Are you kidding me? He is drenched in the blood of Stephen Loman.
You see, Frans Mlambo is just trying to survive right now. He needs to work his way back up, whether it's to fake an armbar attempt or a triangle attempt, get his opponent defensive, and then try to escape.
You know, with that much blood loss, with him leaking that much, you got to wonder if the referee won't stop it again. And here comes Mlambo. He's going to try to get out right now. He's going to try to scramble. Can he get to his feet?
Is he going to step over the leg to get into half guard? Frans Mlambo's trying to do an elevator and end up landing in full mount, but so far, Stephen's playing it well. He's got a good base. He transitions to half guard. And let's see if he can land a few strikes.
You see the corner of
and he
Loman
takes
looking
Frans'
on.
back.
That's
He
bad.
gets the choke.
That's
It's
tight.
in deep.
He flattened him out. Referee's watching.
Frans is stuck in that position right now.
Is he going to tap?
It's under the neck, but so far Stephen's not arching. He doesn't have his hands locked. And
Wow.
Frans Mlambo is just playing defense.
Oh, that's deep.
Now he has it locked.
That's trouble.
It's
That's
behind the
gonna be
head.
over.
What Stephen needs to do is arch. He's using just
And there
arch
it
right
goes. Can he get the tap? He
No.
flattens him out. Frans
Frans.
Mlambo somehow surviving. Are you kidding me?
now. Takes his back. Is he going to try to stand up?
Will be third time as a charm.
What Frans needs to do is grab Stephen Loman's head and pull him over. But Stephen Loman's doing a great job by keeping both arms under the shoulders and staying in place.
These warriors, look at all the blood. The carnage. Stephen Loman trying to finish this fight. Frans Mlambo is to his feet.
See, Frans right now is trying to reach for his head and he's going to try his best to pull him down. And so far it's working. Stephen Loman's falling over. Stephen might be in trouble here. Oh.
The corner,
And
Frans Mlambo
Stephen
telling him to
recovers.
shake him up. And he does. And here we go. He's going to have to separate.
He needs to separate and use his boxing.
And he's back up against the fence against a guy that has had his number all night long on the takedown.
But right now, those mats are extremely slippery because of all the blood. And there you go. Another beautiful dump.
You talk about a comeback story. Stephen Loman looked like he may have been in big-time trouble in round number one, and now look where he's at. Although he is leaking blood everywhere, he is taking control of this fight.
You definitely aren't kidding about leaking blood everywhere.
Oh, my goodness. It looks like a kid's been finger painting in there is what it looks like. It looks like my daughter got in there with some red paint. But that is bodily fluid, folks. That is blood. Intense, intense fight with 20 seconds left in the round.
Stephen Loman's doing a beautiful job, again, picking his shots, not rushing everything. He knows he's winning the round. And again, if he wins this round, he could win the fight. and the crowd's just going crazy.
Whoa.
That was an amazing fight, and that's only the second fight on this card.
Stephen Loman thinks he has a victory, but it's going to be close. Round 2 is going to make a huge difference. Who won round number 2? In your expert opinion, who do you think gets the win here?
We go to the judges' scorecards, and we have a unanimous decision. And your winner, out of the blue corner from Baguio City, the Philippines, Stephen Loman!
Just want to say I called it.
All right. I'm standing by here with Stephen Loman, your winner tonight. Absolutely incredible showing. You leaked so much blood. I don't know how you're standing right now. You had to feel a little bit woozy. You painted this whole canvas. Congratulations on the fight. How are you feeling right now?
First of all, I want to thank the Lord because He gave me the strength tonight. And I want to take the support of the Filipino people here in Bahrain. Thank you. And all of the fans out here. Thank you very much to all my coaches, teammates, friends, and Kabaksik Laya class. Thank you. And to all who are watching. And thank you for the brave for inviting me and have the opportunity to fight here.
Well, listen, he had so much power, and it seemed like he had big-time power in his fist, and it looked like in round number 1, you might have been out of it. Talk about that will to continue, that warrior spirit that took you to the end of the fight.
Of course, my game plus is, his advantage is the reach. And I got my plan to take him down on the ground and do all my skills on the ground.
Well, you made an incredible impression. Congratulations, my friend. Give it up, guys, for Stephen Loman.